Thank you so much, best friend!
You ready to get potty?
Yes, I'm ready to get potty.
Potty up in your mouth or in your ears?
Yeah. Ooh, maybe a little both.
Maybe a little bit of both, who knows? Welcome back to the third episode of the Best Friendos. I am your host, Eli, alongside my co-host.
Drewbert. You can find me at bestfriend_Chug on
Oh
Instagram.
wow, best friend Instagram account, Chug, let's go. Unfortunately, our other best friendo, Matt, is unavailable for at the moment, but we will have him on next episode. So, Andrew, just the two of us, huh?
Just the two of us.
We're gonna make this a fun episode. I tell you, bud. I tell you, we got a lot coming up this upcoming weekend with the Super Bowl, and following that we have President's Day, I think, one of the days, and following that.
Oh yeah, in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, for a couple weeks, yeah, and then Valentine's Day. God. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about Super Bowl. No talks about that today. But I do want to talk about something that has hit the news. Something that has occurred to where it has intrigued a conversation for the both of us, friendos. How much do you like physical media, Andrew Lechugga?
It's interesting you asked that because I feel like in the past, I was somebody who I didn't really see the value in physical media, truly. I have not a bunch. I have a handful of movies on Vudu, and I have some on Amazon, and I have some movies here and there. And then obviously, like, being a gamer, have a lot of video games on Steam and whatnot. So I have a lot of digital media, but I
Right.
think the older I've gotten, the more aware I've become that, like, that doesn't truly belong to me. I just own the license for it, and like if those servers or they like decide to like if Steam decided to shut down like
Right.
one day, oh, I'd be fucked.
Total
right?
media
Like
blackout, like everything's gone, like no
oh,
more
I think I
internet.
yeah, I think I recently looked at my Steam account just by like pure coincidence. I recently looked at my Steam account to see like the value of it. It's like over $1,000, and I know I'm
Jesus
like
Christ, $1,000.
I'm on the lower end, dude. You should look yours up. I bet you're.
I mean, I don't have that many games compared to what your Steam
You don't
account
think
has.
so?
I probably have like a fraction, like a small fraction of what you have. You
Uh,
have a lot of. So that one
on
doesn't surprise
Steam,
me.
I'm gonna look up your Steam account right now.
That doesn't
Eli.
surprise me, man. What?
But yeah, I digress. Yeah, I think as I become older, I'm starting to realize that having physical copies of stuff is something that I think we take for granted now, especially with streaming services. And I know it's a big conversation within like the video game community about streaming services. And
Yeah.
I think it was relatively recently, like maybe a month ago, the Ubisoft guy, the head of Ubisoft, came out and was talking about how video gamers need to be comfortable with not owning their games so streaming services can thrive. But I think the truth of the matter is that's all going to end one day, so we got to have our physical media, man. So I feel like I feel a lot more strongly about it now than I did.
Well, that's assuring that you feel that way, and I totally echo that sentiment completely. I'm not gonna drop $1,000 on fucking video games on Steam, but to have the physical media in the palm of my hands in case like the internet just goes to shit and we just live in the fucking Stone Ages, I would like to have my game in a box, you know what I mean? Or to that extent, movies or even vinyls. But recently,
Eli, you're a little stinker. You have 80 games. I have 89 games. I have 9 more games than
no
you. You should
fucking
look up.
way. No
You should
fucking
look
way.
up how much money you spent on Steam,
Oh,
motherfucker. Yeah.
am I a hypocrite? Shit. Oh, damn it. I mean, $1,000, that's a lot. I don't think I spent that much money. I think I spent I would have spent more money on Fortnite than I did with on Steam.
That's
Wait.
real. That's real.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, technically I have 96 games.
Ah.
96 games, but I don't know how much. Oh, God. I mean, a few of them were gifts. Just let's just get that out of the way. Some of them were gifts.
That's
Um,
fair. That's fair. If you want to know how to do it, I just sent you the link on how to do it.
okay.
But yeah, man. I think the fact of the matter is that physical media is obviously dying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we'll see how problematic that becomes in the future. I definitely feel like the generation after like ours does not
Mm-hmm.
care for physical media at all. My little brother is much happier having video games on his Switch and not having to
Mm-hmm.
um, switch between the game cartridges while I have a large stack of Switch games, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy I have them. Because it's like if I want people to like, if someone wants to borrow a game that I played, they can borrow the game that I played. Like,
Yeah, it's
I feel like I
nostalgic.
actually own the game. Yeah.
It goes back to the days when you have everyone in recess have their Game Boys and they all want to, borrow games and just give it to your friend, or Nintendo DS's. Like, you just hand that shit out and it's fun, man. It's a good like throwback to those times when we just lent each other games, lent each other movies. And that's why I hold on to physical media, man. It just has a special place in my heart for sharing stuff and collection. And it just looks so damn good to have, you know? I get
Yeah.
it. I get that it's easily accessible to have on Netflix, Hulu, but there's some times where you want to just own it, you know? You want to have that proudly presented on your bookcase. Like I fucking do with all my Criterion and manga of JJK. Like, it's absurd.
Facts. Yeah,
Facts.
I'm getting a little bookcase going. I got some manga in
Yeah, you
there,
got
and I
some
got
Pop Funkos. You got
books.
some
Yeah.
books in there. See,
Yeah.
like, wouldn't you have that than a fucking Kindle? Like, on that empty, like,
I do have a
bookcase?
Kindle too, but but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
yeah. It's nice to have physical media. But bringing back to my point, Best Buy has hit the news in October of last month, stating that, here, let me share this with you. This blew my absolute mind when I saw this. I think that I saw this through TikTok, but
Hmm.
no longer carrying physical media in 2024 for movies, and no, I am no longer whole. I mean, same dude. Uh, we stopped carrying DVDs and Blu-rays and making an end to maybe the last enjoyable place you find to go browse around. Nostalgia for my college years, the amount of years I spent walking around Best Buys, just looking at Blu-rays to probably own. Like, I was this guy, dude. I was so excited to go to Best Buy. But this was a special time for me to just look at what they have available and what I want to bring home and pop in the PS4, PS5 and watch with my roommates or watch with my friends. Grab a few beers and just pal around rather than like, oh, there's 50,000 fucking options to watch on Netflix. Which one are we going to watch? You know, that kind of
Right,
feeling, yeah. So
right, yeah,
that kind of thing where you see that it happened already back when in our adolescent years when it happened with Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. Now it's slowly transitioning again where we're no longer going to have physical media, Blu-rays in Best Buy. Who knows? Target. I went to Target a week ago. They didn't have any movies out. Um, so that became a sign
no,
where
that's so funny you
some
say
some
that.
some
No, I
Targets
literally
some
was
Targets don't have that.
I was looking for I too like kind of like, especially because the DVDs. I'm not the biggest fan of DVDs because of the quality now.
I just bought
Obviously I prefer Blu-rays
Blu-rays with
every.
4K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I prefer the Blu-rays, but to your point, dude, I think the Target over by me, like all they have now is
Mm-hmm.
like an end cap for both Blu-rays and DVDs. And it's like I remember when there used to be a whole aisle, a couple aisles, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it's like just an end cap now by like the books, and it's like damn, like this is
It's starting to happen, man. It's the
yeah,
age of digital media.
this is what we devolved into, and like we're lucky where we live, like in Sacramento, so like here in Northern California, it's we have the places like the Cave where you can go in and you can buy a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
physical media, and you can get it for inexpensive. I mean, I think I was telling you before we started the podcast, like I bought the three Lord of the Rings movies on Blu-ray, two of them unopened,
Mm-hmm.
each are $5 each, and the first two Hobbits, I couldn't find the third one, but I got all of those for less than $30, and I mean that's like what? That's getting close to 3, 6, 9, like almost 15 hours worth of
Uh-huh.
movies.
Oh
Like that's
man. That's
yeah,
insane, dude. I can't
yeah.
believe that time just came a lot faster than I thought. Especially coming into our like end of our 20s where um we don't have any place that's just dedicated for that sort of thing like Blockbuster. That's gone. Target and Best Buy are no longer gonna they're slowly transitioning that out. So that's gonna be kinda gone. And so you can only find like hard physical media at like your local hipster joints where they have Blu-rays or
Your
vinyl covers.
thrifts,
Your
your
thrift
your
stores, yeah.
Goodwills,
The
yeah. I
thrifts for
mean,
the
like at
nerds,
what
dude.
it's like on one occasion I can see the issue with like, oh well, like obviously like there's an abundance of movies out there, so I'm
Sure.
sure like carbon footprint, right? Like it's not
It's
good
a
for
waste of
us.
space. Like, why would you buy that when you could just
Yeah,
perfectly stream it on Disney Plus?
but at the same time, I like owning my things. Like I
Yeah.
still enjoy. Like I think we were talking about. Like I mean, we both have a pretty good size like vinyl collection going. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I still listen to vinyls. I enjoy my vinyls.
Yeah. Like
Um, yeah.
vinyls, cassette tapes, books. Like, dude, you don't replace physical media like that because once it's just gone and they stop making it, and that point of time, whenever that is, you can just look back and say like, look, I actually have, and I'm sure you have the same thing, but I have like a a vinyl copy of Miles Davis, like you know, versus you could just watch, you can listen it on Spotify, and that's good too. I have Spotify. I listen to that stuff.
hmm
I listen to Miles Davis on Spotify, but doesn't it just hit a lot harder in your nostalgic little heart when you put it on your vinyl and just smoke a doobie on a Saturday? Like that sounds like a fucking good time.
Yeah, and I think there's like a big thing with like. I mean, I don't consider myself an audiophile. Like audiophiles are people who are very enthusiastic about high fidelity
Nerds.
sound production. Yeah, they they gravitate towards vinyls because it's the best place
Yeah.
to listen to music. I mean, it's streaming for as much as it's opened the doors for like endless possibilities of what you can listen to and what's available. I appreciate it for that. I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
Spotify for having the ability to listen to music from all over the world and not normally being able to do that or have
Mm-hmm.
that
Exactly.
as an option. But like listening to instrumentals on the record player, I mean that's always going to be streaming for me. I
Mm-hmm.
think, and that's
Absolutely.
usually why like I have a couple hip hop, but like a lot of my vinyls are like just stuff that's like instrumentals. Like you, I have Miles Davis. I have Dave Brubeck, John Coltrane. I also got like Kendrick Lamar, and I got some hip hop and stuff. And I feel like hip hop and pop music. I don't think you have to have the vinyl. I definitely think it's nice. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like in the jazz and like the rock and I got a
Classical
couple.
stuff. Classical stuff.
Yeah, and I mean even metal. I just things
Bust it out,
where
man. Come
live.
on. Bust out
Yeah,
some.
I think okay.
Bust
I
out
think
some.
things. I got Charlie Brown,
Oh,
Vince.
good.
Yeah, Vince Guaraldi trio. I
Nice.
got
I
freaking
like
Dean
that.
Martin. I got Joji, one of
Oh, I
two.
wonder who got that.
Yeah, you got me that one.
Good
I
fucking
got
album.
Patronata. That one's pretty sweet.
I like the graphic on that.
Dude, that one's sick. Yeah. And then probably my most cherished Minecraft, baby.
Minecraft. You're in Minecraft. I remember coming to your place one day and you just proudly said, like, I have something to show you. And I was like, dude, this guy sounds like he's 10 years old, like having his friends over. He's like, guess what I have? I have the Minecraft
Dude,
vinyl. I was like,
dude,
get the
it
fuck
goes
out of
too
here.
hard.
It's a
It's
good,
so
it has
good.
bangers on it though, so.
Yeah, but I got a couple Frank Sinatra, a couple Tony Bennett. I got a lot of jazz and stuff, and I even got like Polyphia
We love
in there
that. You
too.
got some jazz, dude. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I have some jazz too. I showed you my Miles Davis. Uh, oh, let me see. I have
Yeah,
a
I have
lot
that
of
same one.
I have a lot of classic rock. So I got a lot of Eagles. I grew up with the Eagles.
Yeah, that's something I need to do.
Hotel
Dude,
California.
there's this good, I can't remember. I'm not gonna disclose it because I don't want people starting to go there. I don't want to see you guys on there.
Are you
But
gatekeeping?
I'll tell you, I'll tell you it off the record.
Fucker.
But there's this
Yeah, hint as much as possible.
there's this
We
vinyl store
don't live
out
in
here
Sacramento, by the way.
in Sacramento.
Oh fuck.
So I mean, people can figure it out. But they have a really good bargain section where you can find stuff for $2. And dude, this lady like just went in like right in front of me, and she got Hotel California by the Eagles for $2. I was so upset.
What the
I was
hell?
like, that's like one that I wanted, but like John Coltrane, Giant Step, and like Miles Davis are probably like my
Great
two
album.
favorite jazz.
Great
Oh,
album.
and then like for contemporary jazz, I have Bad Bad Not Good #3 too, and this is like probably my favorite jazz album ever.
Oh, you outclassed me with the jazz, and I'm over here. I'm like, I have my Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I got some Frank Sinatra too. I also got the Black Panther.
Oh, the Black Panther. That's a good one too.
Yeah, yeah. I got a couple. I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I just feel like a lot of my stuff is
Got a little
jazz.
Charlie
I
Brown. Got a
tend
little
to.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's jazz too. I tend to like go for the stuff where there's like, in my vinyls, I want
Like Weezer.
live music. I want live musical instruments. If there's a lot of processing.
Or like the
Yeah.
Beatles, dude. You can't go wrong with the
Yes,
Beatles.
sir.
That's the best. That's like number
Nah,
one.
man.
Everyone should have on their vinyl. Or even the beat
No,
or the
100%.
or Journey. Like, come on, you can't go wrong with that.
Journey, yeah. Fleetwood Mac, another one, Led Zeppelin, all stuff like that.
Classical stuff, man. And then you can have obscure stuff like
Classic rock.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. For fun.
Yeah. Dude, my roommate has a pretty like fat
Fat Stack.
vinyl collection too. So yeah, fat stack.
Oh yeah, Sherman, right? He has a lot.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Likes quite a lot.
Which if we don't have any more to talk about as far as music, I think a good segue to something that we didn't talk about. I know I didn't watch it, and I don't think you did either, but maybe if we want to chat about it a little bit. Is
which one?
Was it not the Emmys that just happened
Oh, wow.
over the weekend?
The Emmys.
I feel like they went over our heads.
That's something that kind of completely went over my head.
Yeah.
Do you want to pull it up? I feel like you're the one that started this. I want you to be hosting it.
Yeah,
Why don't you host the subject?
Okay.
And I'll just comment.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me find. I'm on the website right now.
This
I
is
just
quickly
have to,
becoming a Chug episode. A best
I
friend
did
Chug
not.
episode. Let's go.
I'm not.
I appreciate this.
I'm not gonna hijack it. After this, you're gonna be doing all the talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I
Okay.
got
Should we
you.
just go by Should we go by category and then you pick who you wanted to win and then
Sure.
talk about the winner?
Talk about it
Okay,
with
so-
me who's listened to the same four albums last year. So just go ahead, rapid fire.
Well, Emmys. Okay, so Emmys is Television Academy, correct?
Emmys is music. Oh wait, no,
Oh.
okay, wait. Are we talking about the Emmys, the musical award show, or are you talking about the Emmys, like the live TV show? If we're talking about Emmys, we could talk about that because I watched that. I didn't see the Grammys, if that's what you're referring to.
The
Last week.
Grammys.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. That's where I messed up at. The
Okay.
Grammys. The Grammys.
Okay.
I was thinking it was the Emmys. That's why I was asking. Okay, let's check out the
We
Grammys.
can talk about the Emmys too. I'll lead that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I know my girlfriend. She's happy that Taylor Swift. That's the new album. She's a big Boy Genius fan. I guess they're breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
And they won like 3 Grammys.
Right.
Says it. Oh, aren't you? Are you not an Olivia Rodrigo fan?
I love Olivia Rodrigo. That's something I should have vinyl.
Oh. Okay, so for winners and nominees, so for album it was Taylor Swift with Midnights,
Okay.
but Olivia Rodrigo with Guts was up there for album of the year.
That wasn't gonna work.
I haven't listened to that album a bunch, but would you want to talk about it? You've listened to it, right?
Oh,
Or is that no?
hold on. I'm gonna let the audio sink in. So something that I've noticed just off the record, some of the audio gets cut off on your end. I don't know why.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little weird.
Here, let me take off maybe my camera's taxing for my
Yeah.
system. Is that a little better?
I can hear you still. I'll have my I'll just have myself on for now. So you said how did I feel about the Olivia Rodrigo since I've listened to that one over 1975, right? That came out. Or no, Midnights.
It's her purple. It's her, yeah, over.
Midnights.
Well, Midnights. But I was just saying more so that like it was in a contention for it was a nominee. So I didn't listen to it, but I know that you did. I don't know if you want to
I
talk about it
listened
a little bit.
to Olivia Rodrigo's new album, newest one that came out in 2023, a lot more than I thought I was going to. I think her style of becoming more punk pop, but not borderline full committing to like the genre of pop punk or punk pop. Fucking I don't know, same thing. You know what I mean? Like not becoming like an MGK artist in terms of like how MGK became more pop and punk. Olivia Rodrigo is
Right.
kind of borderline more pop, but with that punk edge to it, and that's something that I've just been very growing attached to because I just love that genre of music. It's what I listened to a lot in high school, and listening to Olivia's sweet, innocent, like high school, like it's the way it's so wrong that I phrase that way. Her young energy of like being sweet and endearing, romanticizing like he dropped me off, driver's license and all that, like forgotten loves to like I hate his guts. What should I do? Should I like go over and like beat him up or should I ask for forgiveness? Like that kind of like raw energy is something I just love. It's like it's intense, but it's also a little sweet too. Yeah, I just really like that album a lot, and the beats really hit home for me. It's really catchy. The production value of Olivia just really went up from her debut album.
That's cool.
The Taylor Swift album was pretty good too. Midnight's. Uh,
Yeah.
Trying to think off the top of my head which ones were my favorite, but uh, it's not my absolute favorite. And we can talk about Taylor Swift for a whole episode, but I've always loved her more mellow folk like acoustic stuff because that kind of gives me that like nostalgic like this is her talent as a singer slash storyteller,
Yeah, it
songwriter.
sounds like
Hmm.
you probably gravitate more towards her like country and her like folk albums, like folklore and
Like
stuff
speaking
like
from
that.
her like absolute soul. And yeah,
Yeah.
her pop stuff is good. I'm not dissing on like pop. Like I like Red. um I like Lovers too. but I genuinely like her more sweet like guitar, like it just kind of hits a lot harder for me to like listen to how talented she is behind the guitar when she's writing the lyrics and pouring herself into it. And the pop stuff is good too, but I'm just
Yeah, kind of going back to like the vinyl stuff. Like it's you. I feel like you appreciate more like her
that's true. That would be true.
her what do you say, like her live instruments versus like a bunch of like processed instruments, like where it's just
Yes,
like
yes.
a digital workstation
Mm-hmm.
and like synth and stuff like that. You'd rather hear like the piano and the guitar
Or
and
true
like live
talent. Yeah.
drums and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good take. SZA was up there too. I think out of
Didn't
I
listen to it.
listened to her album SOS. I like the song with Don Oliver,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one with Phoebe Bridgers.
Okay.
But yeah, and then for new artists,
New
Victoria
artists.
Monet was the one who won that one.
Okay.
I don't really listen to the
Sacramento
new artists.
represent. Let's go.
Yeah, I know she's from Sacramento.
Let's go.
And then for best song,
Oh, let me.
what was it made for by Billie
Yeah,
Eilish?
I was gonna say. Let me guess. Let me guess. It's that Billie Eilish song from Barbie.
Yeah,
It was gonna happen.
yeah. Um, but yeah, Kill Bill from SZA's up there. I like that one. Anti
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift. Dance the Night, another like I feel like that was made from Barbie. If it wasn't from Barbie, isn't that not the one that they do the dance?
Lights. Can you dance, Ken?
Yeah,
I'll beat you off, Ken.
did they?
Yeah.
So was that song made for the movie or was it already a song that was out? Do you know?
Those were made for the movie. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. Rap album was Michael by Killer Mike. I did listen to that one.
Mm.
I liked it a lot. Killer Mike's really talented. He's one of the more mainstream
Love Run the Jewels.
rappers.
Run the Jewels is good.
Yeah. He's one of the more like mainstream rap artists that's like still not mainstream, and he's like more about like being a
Yeah.
lyricist than just like clout chasing. I feel like.
I get that sentiment, that
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like when you look at it for the other ones, it's like Travis Scott, Drake, or Metro Boomin.
Mm.
Um, oh, and then Nas, which is crazy. I didn't know Nas was still making music.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go through all these because I don't feel like they're all.
Anything that stands out?
Yeah. Oh, Ghost in the Machine by SZA and Futures for pop duo group performance. That one's pretty good. And it's
Okay.
also, I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Ghost in the Machine, like the anime, or the one that they made a bad movie with Scarlett
Oh,
Johansson. But they,
Johansson, where she plays
yeah,
a white actress playing a female role. Got it. Love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Love that
Or
trope in
that's Ghost
Hollywood.
in the Shell. So
A Ghost in the
maybe
Shell.
not.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
maybe
Ghost in
not.
some
But
machine. Yeah.
yeah.
Same shit. Same shit.
um, music video was the Beatles song that came out that like
Although
really hit.
the last song, I guess that they
Yeah.
produced that they put out.
Yeah. So I guess it's for a music video, so I get it. But like, I'm curious. Did you listen to that song? I'm only
I
sleeping.
did. I
Okay.
listened to it and watched it once, and that was it.
What did you think about it? Because it's kind of weird that it was like all AI or like
They
majority.
used the voices of late past the recordings of what John Lennon,
Yeah.
and the other member with the Beatles. And they used AI to kind of like sync it up where it would sound like they were more alive. Um, I I wasn't bothered by it too much. I think I still enjoyed listening to the song, and I thought it was really
That's
sweet.
fair.
I think it was just very melancholic, very bittersweet to hear something that they came out that they wrote and almost produced like 40 plus years ago, and to hear it with AI kind of made me a little like, will this be a little distasteful or will this be done right? And I know it was run Paul McCartney was the one that wanted to put this out, but I I'm so about it. I think it was good. I didn't think the music video was like that cool. Like I don't know why that got nominated. That song should have got
I
nominated.
I think it's I have
It's
a
nostalgia
feeling
bait.
what it is. Yeah, well, no, I think they give it best music video because I think I don't know who votes for the Grammys, but my thought process would be, okay, this is a good song, it's the Beatles, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like it's not necessarily like being so, like it wasn't like a live recording, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like there's probably some technicalities on there where they're like, well, we can give it a music video because it's and call it like a good music video to give it its recognition that it deserves without being like, oh, you flat out can't like win like best song or something like that because like no one, you know, John Lennon didn't really sing it or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thought process. Um yeah, I mean a lot of Midnights by Taylor Swift, a lot of The Record by Boy Genius. Paramore,
Mm-hmm.
This Is Why. One best rock album. I'm curious to know. There was one that I was gonna ask. Probably,
Hmm.
but let me see. Oh, best, because I feel like you're like my electronic boy. Like you
I
got
was
the
gonna
electronic
ask.
music. You,
What's
yeah. It was Actual Life 3 by Fred again.
Yeah, let's go. That one I listened to.
Uh, okay. He was going up against Quest for Fire by Skrillex.
Good. That's a good
KX5,
album.
KX5.
No, listen to that.
What about For That Beautiful Feeling, the Chemical Brothers?
No. Surprised
And
that
then
Lenny's not on here.
playing Robots into Heaven by James Blake.
Yeah, I listened to like those
They
two.
only listen to the
Those were the very mainstream Skrillex and Fred again. Like, all right, good they got nominated. Good they got nominated, and good that Fred again won. He's a really good music producer. He's becoming like one of the most, depending on who you ask, overrated or underrated EDM artists. But I enjoy Fred again. He's really talented.
divisive.
Divisive, like Skrillex.
Yeah, divisive.
Yeah.
Skrillex, I feel like it's
Very
crazy.
this-
Skrillex has been like, oh my god, dude, it's kind of crazy thinking about how relevant it's been because I still remember having like my like fat ass iPod and like having and like listening to Skrillex when he was like doing a lot of dubstep, you know? Yeah. That's so funny you bring that up. I think I used that song for like when I was in a quick scoping clan for Modern Warfare 2 and I like used it for my highlight.
That's very
From-
MW3. I love eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew.
Literally, dude, that was the kind of kid I was. I had issues.
I hate that.
I would
kind
wear
of kid.
those I wore those Tony Hawk shorts that
There
were
you
like
go.
plaid.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
My name should have been Kyle.
Yeah, you would have been to be a Kyle. Were you fucking Vans? You were ride around a skateboard. DCs.
Rode around in a scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have got
Yeah,
some
that was-
girls to be like, "Oh my god, he's so cool. He's so awesome." Meanwhile, I'm like, "Hey guys, I just bought the Blu-ray for Lord of the Rings. Has bonus
love-
features."
Shut up. No.
You shut up, Kyle. Wow. Okay, so what? I'm sure this won. Barbie won for the best soundtrack for movies, right? For motion picture.
Oh, let me.
Did that- I'm sure Barbie
pull it back up
won,
real
but
quick.
did at least Spider-Man get nominated? Because I think that was the one that should have won, in my opinion. Metro Boom. I wasn't a huge Metro Boomin fan, but his production for that entire album was
so
on
good.
fucking point. His
And it had like
composition.
a lot of. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I loved it. It had a lot of. Oh, what was I just about to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, it had a lot of different like music genres in it too. Like it wasn't just like hip hop. It was like a lot of like
Afro Latino
Like,
beats.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was hip hop, and there was like some
Mm-hmm.
R&B, and then there's even some like I don't even like I don't know what you would call. I guess Hummingbird is still an R&B,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to look. I see that Oppenheimer won score soundtrack for visual media. It went up against The Fable, Indiana Jones, Barbie, and Black Panther. Is that the only one they give for movies?
Interesting. By Ludwig Johansson. That's good. I mean, Ludwig is by far one of the best collaborators on anything he touches anything, it turns into gold. He worked with Childish Gambino for a long time. Uh, he did like 3005 and all that, and then he's doing like all of Nolan's movies now. So I'm not surprised. Ludwig got the bag on that one. Um, I don't know. There's other soundtracks that I think that
I
wish
feel
they
like
got nominated.
I think that's the only thing they do for movies. I can't find. I'm finding like a bunch of like. I mean, a lot of this is just like people that like winners that they announce that like necessarily like like when they do um like in football the Walter Payton Award and it's not necessarily like nomination
Mm-hmm.
like then it's like producer of the year classic roots. It's just one person.
Yeah.
So that might be the only thing they did for movies. So I guess they don't even get. I don't know if maybe they discredit that movie because it's an animation.
Hmm.
I don't know. That kind of sucks though.
Some people just don't give animation the time of day sometimes, so that makes sense. Makes sense
Mm,
a little bit.
hmm.
So the Grammys, album of the year, it was Taylor Swift. Artist of the year, probably Taylor Swift, right? Or not, or Billie Eilish, maybe.
Um, hold on. Oh, okay. Compilation soundtrack for visual media was Barbie.
There you go.
Um, but yeah, again,
No love for Spider
no,
Man.
no Spider-Man. Spider-Man. It was going up against Guardians, Black Panther,
Hmm.
Aurora, and Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Weird Al, great. That's crazy. That got nominated. Um, okay. Um,
Yeah.
I don't remember if Daniel Radcliffe actually sang those songs as Weird Al. I watched that movie. It's that one's weird. That was such a dark horse entry. I'm not gonna lie, that could have honestly got swapped out with Spider Man. Black Panther. Surprised that they snuck that in there for a 2022 movie.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. Yeah,
So funny.
Barbie deserves that one then. If they're talking about it, Guardians was also a
Yeah.
close second.
And then I don't know. It doesn't look like they do. Um, it looks like they do new artists of the year, but I don't necessarily know if they do an artist of the year. I got record of the year, which is Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Album of the
Okay.
year was Midnights by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Song of the year was What Was It Made For by Billie Eilish, and
Hmm.
then best new artist was Victoria Monet.
Oh. Okay. I mean that could count.
Shout out Sacramento.
Shout out Sacramento. If that's where we live. Like the beam.
If that's even a real place.
Even a real place that people go and visit.
Yeah.
Um. Wow, Grammys, dude. What a great standout for that one.
Ah, not
Yeah.
too bad.
Want a break from the ads?
What if there's a channel to watch best friends talk about the topics of today? The real issues, movies being too long, whether or not Disney investing in Fortnite is poggers or not, whether that piece of human garbage Boruto should be allowed to exist after peak Shippuden. Well, there is. The Best Friendos podcast, now on Spotify.
Figure it's worth mentioning, and then maybe if you want to take the reins, what do we got coming up this weekend, Eli?
We're not talking about Super Bowl. We agreed. We're not talking about that. That's the next
For
week
predictions?
episode. I mean, we can make predictions.
We can't talk about it predictions the week after. So what are you predicting? What are you hoping you see for trailers and movies? What's
okay.
the most
I thought you were talking
memorable
about,
what's the most memorable ad you saw?
I got prize
You
picks on
know,
my mind. I was like, who are we
10
betting on right
years.
now? Oh man. We're talking about movies.
Who do
Okay.
you think Usher's gonna bring out? Is he gonna bring anybody out?
Taylor Swift, probably.
Who's your favorite halftime show within the last like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? I don't know.
Oh, okay, easy.
I'm giving you some spots to talk about. I don't know, man. Let's take it away.
I can answer that one. That artist, best performance of Super Bowl halftime show. It's the
That you've seen?
East Coast, West Coast rappers, the hip hop artists.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That one's
'Cause I feel
really
like
good. That one's really fucking good.
so you like what was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Best
That's
one that
funny.
I've seen.
I feel like that's a hot take.
Why? You could say. I mean, sure. I could just say Bruno Mars while we're at it.
Well, that's
That's the
funny
best
because
one.
that's my pick was gonna be Bruno Mars. Yeah, I feel like the
It's a good
East Coast rappers. I feel like the West Coast, East Coast.
Say it one
feel
more
like you-
time.
I feel like for the East Coast and West Coast rappers, I feel like that was something that you either loved it or
Oh, right. Like, it's something that if you grew up listening to, like, it's something that you would be pleasantly surprised by, or you're going to immediately turn it off because, grandmas and grandpas who are over 80 won't enjoy that. But for anyone that's younger than,
Yeah.
like, us, like, I guess would really enjoy seeing, like, Eminem and 50 Cent and Kendrick, do this a lot and just bopping their heads and having Anderson .Paak on the guitar, on the drums. That was a fun, performance. I like that a lot. And it was all taking place on one long trailer. So each trailer was, dedicated to an artist. That one was cool. I really liked that a lot.
funny.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and they had the little rooms under it that were open, right? And you could see through them.
And the 50 Cent
Yeah,
was, hanging upside down with his, tactical vest. Like he was rapping. I was like, that's the most
So
dorkiest
funny.
and coolest thing that I've seen someone who has so much clout just pull off. He didn't even need to do that, but I bet he performed
Yeah,
better
I
than
like-
that.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like the Bruno Mars one because they
yeah.
brought out Red Peppers, and then
Mhm.
Shakira and J-Lo were pretty good. They brought out J
Oh.
Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Shakira
that
was
one
a
they did it.
good one.
Yeah.
That one was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, which was
Yeah, it's the year before.
that was the year.
the weekend.
This was the year that the Chiefs and the Niners played, right?
With
Shakira?
let's see.
I remember
Yeah.
this one. This is
Yeah,
when my
yeah,
friend
yeah.
came over and she just broke down in tears because she was a huge Niners fan and I wasn't into football at the time, but seeing how bad that game ended and just seeing a Niners diehard just break down and cry, but I'm like, dude, that Shakira halftime show was pretty good, so I think I won. I didn't understand anything about football at the time, so why not? But fortunately now, fast forward 4 years later, I'm all Niners.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm not gonna announce my team on this podcast. So I don't want to get flamed. Do you?
What's your favorite team? No, if you're not announcing, I'll announce mine.
Okay, because all I can say is I'm supporting the Niners this upcoming. Let's start off right out the gate. I'm gonna root for the Niners to beat out the Chiefs. They've already won this is by far the Chiefs, not their best year. They've had a few rocky games leading up to the Super Bowl, and I think just the bad boy behaviors of Mahomes and Kelsey is finally being put on display. I don't know if that's just because that's how the media wants us to portray it, but I just that could be a hot take by itself.
No, I agree with you. I kind of feel like they've like, for lack of a better word, I feel like they're turning into douchebags. Like I feel like they're totally leaning into this like bad guy thing, and in the past, I was 100% okay with like letting the Chiefs like watching them win, but now I'm
Are you
like,
talking about the foot over the line shit that happened like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
my big thing is like how I feel like they were like kind of being bitches to Justin Tucker before the last
Oh,
game when they played against the
the
Ravens.
helmet toss, right?
Yeah, and it's like that, and it's like they didn't just toss his helmet; they tossed his football, and like he went to go like set up the like little kicking tee, and they threw his tee, and it's like, bro, like come on, like you're literally bullying the fucking kicker on the other team. Like, get real, man. And like Justin
Yeah,
Tucker's like
get
one of the best
real.
kickers to ever like enter the NFL. Um, and then there's other stuff. They cry for calls all the time. It's like I'm starting not to like them. So for me, it's like, who do I root for? Do I root a team I don't like, or do I root for a team being the Niners that I
Gang,
actually
gang,
enjoy,
Niner
but I
gang.
don't, but I don't like the fan base.
Gang,
You
gang,
know?
Niner gang, P low.
Yeah. Thanks E40 with your Bang Bang Niner gang.
Oh, I
So
thought that was okay. That was E40. I thought it was P
yeah,
low.
yeah, it was E40.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna. I mean, I'll probably end up
Niners is a
rooting for
stronger
the.
team though, too. Let's be fair. Like Brock
Yeah, I
Purdy,
think,
Christian
and I
McCaffrey.
like their team. I actually like their team. Like their players are like they're pretty humble. They're not like talking a lot of
Yeah.
trash. I like them a lot. I'll probably end up going for the Chiefs. I don't know, man. I'm just hoping I win my prize picks. How about that?
Should we even talk about prize picks on the podcast?
I don't know. I don't want
This
to
is
get. I don't know if we get demonetized for that.
for talking about like
Just real quick,
suggestions.
because since we're on prize picks, just to be fun.
Okay, fine. All right, yeah,
Just to be fun.
yeah, fun.
We can't bet on it because we're on prize picks, but you could if you're on DraftKings or BetMGM, which we do not support gambling. But if you were
let's
to
preface this right now before we have any new time listeners. I know we've talked about movies for the first 2 episodes. Total shock out of nowhere to talk about football, I know. But from this point on, just know we're loosely talking about it. But please, we don't encourage gambling. We don't encourage you to follow follow us for any legal advice, any advice with your money. Just gamble responsibly. Do it on your own time, or just
yeah, this
since we're
isn't
talking about
this
entertainment.
isn't this is not legal advice.
We're just talking about entertainment at this point. All right, what's your gambling?
Well, it's just one of the funny it's one of the funny ones that they do for the Super Bowl, right? Because what happens at the end of the Super Bowl? The coach gets dumped Gatorade, so you can place a bet on what you think the color of the Gatorade's gonna be. Yeah, so the choices this year are orange. Well, it's every year. It's purple, yellow, green, blue, red, or clear. What would you pick? Last year was purple.
Oh,
I think this year I'm gonna go with
I do red.
I think I'm going with yellow. I'm going yellow.
Yellow Gatorade,
Yeah, I think so.
lemon, like lemon. That's like lemonade flavor.
Lemon lime. Yeah, I feel like lemon lime and fruit punch are the most common flavors. Red and yellow.
Damn, imagine getting dunked on by like lemon lime, like after a very intense
Last year was
sweaty game.
grape.
Oof, grape. Would that be nice to smell like grapes? Like
I
you
don't
smell
know.
like
I
a
mean, you're
little
gonna be
grape.
dirty no matter what. You're going in the locker room and champagne showering.
Champagne showers all day. I would rather get that. Can I get champagne showers? And then you could just get some champagne, just finish that off. I like
I'm
that.
sure you can.
So
I'm sure you
there's
can.
one of the bets is literal like Gatorade.
Yeah,
dump.
it's dude. Look it up. Super Bowl. You can look up right now. Super Bowl Gatorade color odds, and it'll give you the odds for each color. It's so funny. Like it's crazy the things that people will find to gamble
Oh,
on.
there is. Get
Which again, we are not here for legal advice or financial
just
advice.
have like let's have text right now flashing. Like this is purely just conversation talk.
Yeah, it is. This is all conversational.
Oh,
But
no Gatorade bath. What if it's clear?
clear. I guess that's technically like the glacier cherry flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually put my mind clear. That'd be fun.
Crazy. What do you think? So what do you think the score of the game's gonna be? I'm thinking if I'm guessing Chiefs to win, I'm gonna guess like. I'm gonna guess.
I think
I'm guessing 2017 Chiefs. Like I'm thinking they get like 2 touchdowns and like 2 field goals.
it's either I'm leaning on 27, 29. If we're talking about like okay, with predictions of like actual winning, right? Or actual like
It's just what you think the score is gonna be.
okay, the score. I think it's going to be 29-20 Chiefs to Niners.
Okay.
I think this might be a whole like 7-point lead and a kick. Or it could be
Yeah.
it could be a 30-23. It could literally be just a 7-point lead the entire time. I don't think the Chiefs are going to I don't think the Niners will be if we're playing it like that, like if we're saying that the Chiefs are going to win this game, I don't think the Niners are going to do that bad. Like
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be close. I mean,
It'll be
the
close.
Super Bowl's normally close, and to the record, like I don't know who's gonna win. I'm just guessing the Chiefs are.
right.
You could just as easily guess the Niners.
And you can reverse that too. You can reverse that too to say that the Niners are gonna go 30 to I think 27-16 or 19 Chiefs. I think it would be that.
Okay.
So I'm on the if it's the Chiefs and they're high scoring, it would be a 30-23-20. And if it's the Niners, I think they would be like 26 or 27-16 or something.
I see.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Yeah.
falling.
So wait, what was
Okay.
your score? What was your score?
Yeah, you're gonna keep nuts on this.
No. I'm just trying to think on how they would get to your numbers. What was it? It was 32.
Oh my god, let me. Can I make notes of this real quick?
Yeah.
Let's go back since.
Mine was 20-17. I could put that in. Cause like I was gonna ask how do you pick your numbers? Cause I pick my numbers relative to like what I think the game's gonna be like. So like for 20-17, they need to both make 2 touchdowns, go make the PATs, right? Because that gives them 14 each, and then that would mean the Niners kick 1 field goal to get 17, and then the Chiefs kick 2 field goals to get 20.
Uh-huh. You could just do 23-17.
You could do that too. It could be 20-23. It could be 21-20. They could get 3 touchdowns, you know.
Sheesh, dude. I'm gonna go. My camera keeps wigging out. Oh, you sound good, by the way. You can put your camera back on. And that's 2017. That's you're putting Chiefs to.
Yeah,
Or
I'm guessing the Chiefs are going to get 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and the Niners are going to get 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal.
And do you feel that going the other way?
Oh,
If
if it
it's the
was the
other
other way?
way-
Oh, so we do 2. God, okay. If the Niners win, I'm going to guess 24-21 Niners.
24 to what?
21. So that's a straight. They both get 3 touchdowns, and then the Niners win by a field goal.
Okay.
What's your guess? If the Chiefs win?
Hold on. And what Gatorade did you say? They're gonna get dunked on. I'm writing,
Okay.
I'm writing down everything now.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah. You guessed red. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Real quick. Coin flip. Heads or tails?
Oh, heads.
Heads. Tails.
Okay.
Are we gonna do like a? Do you want to do like a drink counter for this?
We good when we hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So
We're
we
gonna
have
be watching the Super Bowl together.
we have scores. We have Gatorade. We have the coin flip. Uh, jeez, camera. What other predictions were there?
I mean, there's a lot. What else can you do?
You could do picks or interceptions.
Nah, I think that's getting too nitty gritty. Let's just keep it at this. 4 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we'll see who gets the most out of 4.
So we have
I think that's good.
coin
I think
flip,
that's good.
Gatorade, and scores.
Yeah. So what's your score if the Chiefs win?
Oh, right. My score, for me, I think this would go 30,
30.
30, yeah, 30 to 23. Chiefs to Niners.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was the other way around, uh, I would say 27 to 18 or 19 for Chiefs.
Which one are you doing? 18 or 19? Pick.
18.
Okay.
It's ballpark that one.
And that's if the Niners win.
Yep.
Gotcha. Cool. Fun. Are there any
Fun.
trailers you're expecting? Or anything like that? Any trailers? I feel like everyone knows that the ads are always hitters. Super Bowl weekend. Is there any movies you're expecting? I'm kind of hoping we get a Sonic 3 announcement. That'd be
Sonic,
sweet.
they already announced Sonic 3, you silly. Are you gonna...
Is it official though? I thought that was a fan made.
No. That's an official announcement trailer.
Oh.
It's an announcement trailer for this year. But they haven't announced who Shadow is. And everyone's saying, Hayden Christensen. Sure, bro. You can get Shadow. You can get Anakin to play Shadow.
Oh, it's just a title though, is it not?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
title.
No, I want like announcement. That or Deadpool 3. Those are like my
Deadpool
two
3
I'm
will be
for.
guaranteed. We're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
We'll get
my,
like a 30-second.
That's my guess.
We'll get a 30-second clip of that.
Okay, all right. We both guessed one trailer we think we're gonna see. I'm putting mine on Deadpool 3. I need one to win.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. We can't do obvious ones like Dune 2. That's
No, we
expected.
can't do ones that they've already been announced.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 hasn't been seen yet, so we have to do ones that we haven't seen yet.
Oh god, dude. Oh god, I don't. We just talked about movies last week on what's coming out. Balls, dude. What would come out? Oh god. Do I have to pull up our list?
Well, I have it up here for you.
Can you pull up? Can you pull up the list real quick? Just run through it real. I got it. Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3? Okay, bet.
Oh no,
Borderlands. Yeah, that would make sense because Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
That one has.
That
to
makes
come
sense because they already have announced all the people in it, so they just have to show.
out. Mhm.
I feel like Joker would have been a safe one too.
No, I can't change it.
Aléatoire.
I'm
Yeah.
locking it. It's
You're
probably
locked
gonna
in?
Be,
Alright,
it's
I'm
probably
putting
gonna be
you in.
Joker now that you said it.
It probably is. I was going for the safe ones to get a dub in.
Sure. Oh man.
Fun.
Let's make predictions on oh god, what's gonna happen during the game? Let me think.
Like in
Uh,
what fashion? In what fashion?
in terms of like what are the tropes of a Super Bowl that we're likely going to be seeing? Because we do this every year where we're gonna have like a long standing list of like what's to come. Like we're gonna at least see um
How many times do we see Taylor Swift on the screen?
that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Um, I call it 10.
And you can't go base. Okay, so you're going 10. Okay, cool. So because you have to consider your number, you have to consider whether they win. Obviously, if they win, then you're
Are we
probably gonna see it
doing
more.
are we doing this higher or lower?
I don't know. You went 10.
Yeah.
We'll do 10, and you get plus or minus 3. So if you're within 3, so if it's 7 between 7 and 13, you get it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
Just say 20. Just double it.
No.
That's too much, though.
I don't know. I think we do 6.
That's low. Okay. 6?
Yeah, that's mine. So if the most could be is 9 and the least could be is 3.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna guess 6. I was actually gonna guess like less than that. I was gonna guess 4, but you went 10, so
Okay.
um
Oh man. What other things like I can't count like how many technical difficulties are we gonna have or um how many times they're gonna
no,
show a new car commercial.
yeah. No, I think this is good. I think this is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, because like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 we got 6. We could see who
This is our
comes
pick
up the
6.
most wins. Yeah, our pick 6. I like
This is
it.
this is the best friendos pick 6, which you can either
Yeah.
follow along with at home or don't do at all. And half of them are kind of jokes anyways. Uh
Yeah, and if you want to follow the pick 6, they are the score if the Chiefs win, the score if the Niners win, the color of the Gatorade, the heads or tails on the first coin toss, what movie trailer you think is going to be out that we haven't seen yet, and then how many times we're going to see Miss Taylor Swift.
and for the score
Which she's going to be coming from Tokyo, which is going to be crazy.
and for the score, if let's say let's do an over and under thing. We'll apply your +3 rule.
Oh, for
Because
both.
I know we're
How
not gonna
about for the score? How about for the score?
we're not gonna get exact.
Dude, how about for the score? If someone gets it exact, like, I don't know. Like, I'll get you something.
Let's count like
Special.
if our scores count. And anyone at home listening, follow along if you comment along if you're on hashtag best friend Chug or hashtag best friend friendo Eli for the first ever best friendos bowl. Super Bowl.
Yeah. Best friend is ball. You're so good with
The
marketing.
best friendos bowl, dude. That's crazy. We just came up with our
love that.
pick 6. And not even really talking about like, oh, how many
On-
yards does Patrick Mahomes gonna give to pass?
On the fly. I love it. I love it.
We could talk about
Well, yeah. I was gonna say, now the Super Bowl predictions are on the way. Me and my best friend Eli we went to a mystery movie on Monday. Regal does the first Monday of every month they do a mystery movie, and it's a movie
That's right.
that hasn't came out yet, and it's for $5. And we've seen some bangers in the past. We saw one that won an Emmy, right? No, not an Emmy. What did Golden Globe? American Fiction. What did it win?
Golden Globe and
Golden
Oscar
Globe?
nominations.
So we've seen American Fiction last year, and then the year prior we saw The Greatest Be Around. And then what did we see yesterday, Eli?
We saw a movie, a feature debut, directorial debut from none other than Zelda Williams, coming out with her first movie, Lisa Frankenstein, with Catherine Newton, Cole Sprouse, and a bunch of other characters I can't think of on the top of my head. But those are the two ones that you just stand out as the leads. It's just a throwback 1980s comedy rom-com about a shy introverted girl who romanticizes about a dead poet, Cole Sprouse, and one day, out of nowhere, we missed the first 30 minutes because someone forgot the time.
15, first 15, first 15.
First 15 minutes. Okay. Trying to save your ass. When we watched it, apparently the powers of a tanning bed that her stepmom, played by Carla Gugino, surprised to see her on this movie, but she uses the tanning bed to revive Cole Sprouse from the dead and hijacks and shoes from there. It was such a fun movie to watch. I had a smile from beginning to end. It's very nostalgic to like what Beetlejuice and Breakfast Club and Teen Wolf was for the 80s and the 70s. This was a very perfect, like, it is a modern movie, but a modern movie that captures the energy of an 80s movie, like an early 80s. And that fit the tone of this movie so well. It was dark.
100%.
It was funny. Predictable, sure. Very predictable, but I couldn't fault it too much. I just liked this movie a lot. But I gave this a 3. I recommend anyone for Valentine's Day watch it. It's a good rom-com to watch.
Yeah.
Coming
Good
out on
horror
Friday.
rom-com. Less of the horror, but like it's horror as far as like the genre goes.
Yeah, it's got elements.
Yeah, it got elements, but it's not like a scary movie by any
Yes.
means.
But we always watch these Monday mystery movies that come out in the beginning of the month because Regal kind of wants to entice people to come out to the movies more and watch something that is unexpected for anyone to see. It could be a movie that came out like last year prior, or it could be a movie that's coming out very soon. We brought it up in our last podcast that we watched Founders Day. A complete surprise that came out of nowhere. Shouldn't even count as our first 2024 movie, but in terms of being released, it's 2024, but it was a 2023 movie. We have our whole thoughts. You can watch it in the last episode.
We got it. We watched it for $1. To be fair.
We watched for $1. That's how much it fucking cost
Yeah.
to watch that piece of shit.
January 1st.
Piece
Movie of the year.
For $1, and to watch Founders Day. My God, that's a movie you want to buy on Blu-ray, people.
Yeah.
Or better yet,
Definitely.
buy it on VHS. Like that's a good movie to watch.
It's definitely not not to defend it, but like
Please
I mean
defend
we
it.
talked about it. No, not to defend it. We did talk about and it's like it's not a good movie by any means, but it also
No, not at
knows
all.
it's not a good movie, and it's drawing from like, I mean, it's a horror film that's definitely drawing like huge inspiration, like fanboy, like want to be Scream, really really bad, and it's like it's one of those movies that's such a bad movie that it's funny, and that's kind of what makes it a good movie. You keep it on your shelf for the same reason you keep like Sharknado on
The Room.
on your shelf. Yeah, like it's a freaking bad movie, but it's so funny, and it's one like that you're like, do you guys just want to watch like a shitty horror movie?
We gotta talk about bad movies for one day. We gotta rank our bad movies.
Yeah, it's not like Knock at the Cabin or ISS bad movie. Like those are bad movies, and there's no watch them.
Those are hard to watch. Like those aren't even good bad movies.
Yeah, like this is a bad movie, but you can watch it. It's not like hard to watch.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This was not a fun movie to watch. But Founders Day was a fun movie in a bad way. It's a bad Scream.
Yeah, ISIS was not a fun movie to watch.
No, I'm not talking about ISS. That was the least favorite, and I hope it remains to be my least favorite movie of this year.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But just to do my little review, I give it Lisa Frankenstein a 3.5 on Letterbox, which you can follow me at Angela Lechugga on Letterbox. Yeah, so, I mean, just going off of what you said, you already said a lot of it. Draws like clear inspiration from 80s horror comedies like Beetlejuice, retelling of classic Frankenstein. I like that they went a little bit harder on the rom-com this time around, and I recognize that I didn't grow up on Beetlejuice or any of those like 80s horror comedies, but I recognize that I'm not the target audience, and I still enjoyed the movie a lot.
You could definitely
It's
see
definitely
that influence, though.
Yeah, I think it's lacking a little bit in the plot department, but like that's just like kind of being really nitpicky. It's still a really fun, solid watch. Go out and watch it. Like you
Valentine's
said,
Day.
Valentine's Day movie. It is. I don't think you said it today, but it's a very like the camp movie. Like it's gonna be one that I feel like little cult classic like later
Oh
on down
no,
the
this will
road.
be like something you wear on Halloween, and couples would wear costumes for it. This is next gen's like hipster like cult movie. This is
Yeah.
definitely in there, because there's just a lot of slang that they use that fits well for the times.
The
Surprisingly,
Cure line, which was so
not the
so
Cure line.
funny.
Uh, Great
Yeah.
choice, man. Mystery Mondays are always great. I always look forward to watching them with you because you don't know what you're gonna get yourselves into, and you end up just having a good time. But this definitely fit my 2024 like dry spell because we haven't had a lot of good movies that came out this year so far. Uh, but I can recommend one thing that I just watched earlier today, and we're talking about uh music for the most part, but uh one that came out was called the greatest night in pop. Oh gosh, I have it on my letterbox. Give me a sec. The greatest night in pop. It stars. It's the untold story of how the "We Are the World" song came to be. So in 1985, 46 music icons of the 80s, Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, uh, Hall and Oates, Bob Dylan. They all came together for the most star-studded recording session. And it's the untold story of how that one song almost didn't come to happen, but it's the biggest. Like you talk about the Avengers being the best collaboration of like things coming together. Like no, we like the greatest night in pop showcases what We Are the World is all about, where it brings almost 50 people who are mega stars. Like imagine getting Justin Bieber, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, Kanye West, like all these. Imagine 50 of those people like in one room just to sing one verse. It's a great documentary.
That's sick.
It's a great documentary on Netflix. It's by far my favorite movie of 2024, and I highly recommend everyone go watch it.
Super cool.
I
I'll definitely check it out. I'll see if I can watch it before the next one, and then maybe I could throw my 2 cents in for whoever's following along.
I had such a bad itch for watching a good movie this year, and let me tell you, Andrew, like I can already feel the dry spells. I want to watch a good movie already, and
Yeah.
we almost went to go watch Argyle with Matt, but hearing how bad the reviews are, I almost don't want to watch it, despite how I'm a
No, I'm
big fan
not.
of the director.
I don't think I'll go watch it.
It's a streamer movie.
No.
That's something I won't buy on
Oh, I'm
Blu-ray.
I'm looking at our list real quick.
If we're using
we
Jeremy
rank
John.
we rank movies now by whether we would hold them as physical media or not.
You know who does that, right? Jeremy Johns. That's how he rates movies. So
That's so funny. I didn't know that.
yeah, so there's a YouTuber I
I'm gonna act
follow.
like it was my idea.
I was gonna say when you said that, I was like, that's Jeremy Jones's idea. Where it's like his rating system is basically like dog shit. It's better if you're drunk. Uh, it's a good time, no alcohol required. It's better if you buy it on Blu-ray, and then it's the best thing ever. But you're right. We
like
can
it.
have that as a ranking system. I'd buy it.
No. I was being more like Mimi than anything.
No, but
Yeah.
like that's a good one.
Okay. I'm down.
When we figure out our rating system, let's workshop that. But buying it for sure.
Yeah. As far as our most anticipated list, which I pulled up real quick. Let me see if I can, give me one second. Oh, cool. Just so you can see it too. Looks like the next movie that's coming out that we're looking forward to is Dune 2 on March 1st, so we're still waiting on that one. Looks like we got a few movies to look out for in March that we're gonna be enjoying, but again, looks like January, February is looking a little dry in the movie department, and then
Already feeling it, man. Feeling it.
for TV shows though, Abbott Elementary, we were this on February 6th, and Abbott Elementary comes out tomorrow, so when this gets put out into podcasts, if you haven't started watching it, watch Abbott Elementary.
Apologies to any of my audio listeners or people who are watching this on YouTube. This is the same thing that happened when I was recording this our podcast last episode. He brings up Abbott Elementary and it just cuts off. It's like he doesn't like they don't want to hear what he has to say about Abbott Elementary.
I will not be denied.
Go ahead, showcase, because I apologize, Andrew. I had to cut your audio when you talked about Abbott Elementary because it's just.
I will not be denied. You need to watch Abbott Elementary. It's so good.
There you go.
Season 3 comes out. We're filming on Tuesday. Season 3 comes out tomorrow. What else to say about it? Watch it. If you haven't started watching it, definitely go back and watch season 1 and 2. It's fun. Similar to like Office, Parks and Recs, like that filming style. People that they're being filmed, working in elementary school. Very, very funny. I don't know. Do you watch it, Eli?
Yeah, watch it. I'm not caught up.
Okay. Do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Would you advocate for it?
I advocated for it. But
Okay,
I know
there we
you're more of a fan. You're more of a fan of it. That's why I let you talk. It's just every time we record it, the stream just does not want to listen to it.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay.
Just keep talking like this, and we'll get the message.
Eventually, you'll understand. No.
Just for Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. But yeah, check it out. It has I can't. What's the guy from Everybody Hates Chris? It has him in it.
Someone Williams. Yeah. Tyler James Williams, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Tyler James Williams. Quinta Brunson, which I think she's from. Like, what is she from? Is she not from like the?
She's got to be from like a sketch show. I think she's like a. She looks like an ex employee of what's that YouTube channel?
She was big into BuzzFeed. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, she was in BuzzFeed. That's
and then it has everyone's favorite Ayo. How do you say your last name?
Edeberry. I don't know.
Edeberry?
I can never pronounce her last name.
Lisa Ann Walter too. I don't know. It's good. Go watch it. It's worth the watch.
I will watch it.
Oh, Vince Staples. Vince Staples is in it. And then what's his name? He's so funny. Zach Fox.
Mm-hmm. I'll watch it. Don't worry. You made your point now. I hear you. I hear you, Andrew. I'm listening, and I won't cut this. I won't cut this. I swear I'm not cutting it. I was so close to cutting.
And rewatch the Avatar because the live action's coming out. You have 2 weeks.
You have 2 weeks to tune into a very special episode about our ranking of the Avatar series. So spoilers for that episode that will come out soon. While we're talking about TV shows, I am watching a show with my girlfriend right now, and I just watched the movie of it that it was based on, Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Amazon Prime.
I still need to start that.
Written mostly by Donald Glover and it follows and has the director from Atlanta, Hiro Murai. It has a good like spy thriller comedy, with a little bit of romance added in for it. Maya Eskrine's in it as well from Pen 15. I haven't watched that, but she's good. A really good overall spy thriller movie and a good date movie or date show to watch. So I recommend that one. If you're, if you totally missed what Andrew said about Abbott Elementary, you could watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That's fucked up, man. No, I'll still watch that. I want to watch it.
Yeah, okay. I'll watch Abbott Elementary. I got you.
Yeah, I'll watch.
I want you to be heard.
I'll watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, on Amazon
Yeah,
Prime.
I want to watch it. I saw it come up, and I saw it was Donald Glover. And
Watch the movie that it's based on first, and see how tonally different it is.
the one with Brad
Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. Okay.
Really
cool.
cute movie.
Yeah.
Really cute movie.
I'll check it out. And then no, the only it's not new, but it's my girlfriend got me into it too, and it's Bridgerton. They're gonna come out with the third season of it. It's Netflix. It's one of Netflix's big ones. It's from the same girl that like she's done a lot of like stuff, Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that. But we're in season 2. I've been binging it, loving it. I don't want to give away too much, but it's about this like royal family in England, and each season's about one of them getting married, and it's like old like pompadour like England, so like getting married has a lot of implications, and it's like them being a wealthy family and each one of them getting married off and all the drama that surrounds it. But yeah, season 3 comes out I think in a couple months. I don't remember exactly the day. I could look it up really quick. But other than that, that's like
Only
pretty much been it. Yeah, season 3. Yeah, season 3 airs in May, and then for the first half, it's May 16th.
Okay.
And the second June 13th. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's a lot of drama. If you like drama, good. But yeah, I think that's a wrap. Do you want to close this out?
Let's recap. Let's talk about physical media. We talked about physical media dying, and we showed off our vinyls. We talked about sports for a good while, talking about making our pick 6. Don't gamble responsibly, everyone. We talked about Lisa Frankenstein and the movies that we've seen from our Monday Mystery movies, and our dry spell of February and March. No, I think we're good. I think we have a good list of things that we talked about. Yeah, there's a good.
Yeah,
good,
we snuck in the Grammys in there too, a little bit.
Talking about that, I'm surprised we didn't even go. We didn't talk about it in length about the Emmys, but I think that's over now. Like we can move on to the Oscars. We'll save Oscar predictions a week prior to the Oscars coming out. Kind of what we're doing now.
Yeah, the Oscars is one of them that I'm like super excited for.
One
so
that we will.
I'm super down. I want to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. Can we do a tie event if we do the episode of? Like the post Oscars podcast?
Pre and post show.
Mm-hmm.
Post show pod.
Post show pod. That's what
I'm
we're
down.
gonna do.
I might not be in town for the Oscars, but I'll talk to you about it.
Well, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
It's the day after.
Yeah.
But that's a great time. Great times always happen. God, I don't know how we can ever we can ever end this. We talk about it so well in the beginning. Andrew,
as always, everyone, we thank you for the support. We thank you for sticking around, and for the few listeners that we've been picked up on the way. This is something that we're just doing for fun, having fun.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week at the Best Friendo podcast.
Follow us on Instagram at bestfriendochug, bestfriendoeli.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up?
Guess what?
What?
You're my best friendo.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Ah! All right, bye.